Hello and welcome to another AIC video. So I wanted to do a comparison video of these three firearms. Um, this is a Rock Island Baby Rock. This is a Browning 1911-22 compact, and this is a 1911 in 380, and it's a black label. I've had these two for a while. I've had this one the longest, the Browning 22. I've had this for a few years now. I bought this last year when my wife was looking for a new carry option, and I was hoping that this would be a good option for her. Ended up not being. She picked a different firearm for her carry. And then I picked this up just on Saturday, this last recent Saturday. But then I immediately went out of town for most of a week. And so I'm finally back and able to actually look at it. I actually haven't taken it out of the case since I brought it home. So this is kind of my first look at it and a comparison against these other firearms. So one thing I wanted to do is just kind of do a quick overview of the firearms, then take them down, show you what they look like on the inside as a comparison. I haven't shot it yet, obviously, because I literally just bought it. I have fired these, so I will talk about these very briefly, but I want to take it out and shoot it against the Baby Rock just as comparison. Again, these two are in 380 ACP. This was in 22 long rifle, so I won't fire this one in comparison against these two because obviously it's different. The comparison is between these two. That'll be a separate video. Anyways, first and foremost, just going through and how they feel. So the spring, the recoil spring on this Browning basketball, and I've unoiled this from when I got it, so I'm gonna take it apart here and oil it when I'm done with the video. But it is so much smoother and easier than the Baby Rock. The recoil spring on this is really intense, and that's one of the reasons why my wife did not want this gun, is because she did not feel comfortable racking that slide confidently. It is really surprisingly tight, and I have a few hundred rounds through this now, and it has not gotten any lighter at all. Obviously the 22 is nothing. As far as the grip size, the Baby Rock is obviously just my hand, but the comparison against all three, my pinky really doesn't have much to grab onto here. And the base plate is just this thin piece of metal here. Slide that in. It doesn't give me any real additional there to grab onto. On the Brownings, my pinky still doesn't have much perch, but it does have more for sure. So it is a little bit of a longer grip. If I add the magazine in, it sticks out just enough to where my fingers actually kind of wrap around it and can get a good grip on that. So that definitely is a more comfortable grip, but that does mean it is a slightly larger firearm. So comparing these two, they're nearly identical in size. Try not to scratch them against each other too much, but they're nearly identical. I wouldn't doubt that the frames are identical until they machine them for the different calibers. Build quality on these is pretty high. They're fairly expensive gun. I think I spent like $6 for this and like $7 for this. So pretty high quality for a pretty significant price, at least for this gun. That's a lot of money for a 22, in my opinion. The Rock Island, I think, was like $450, something like that. So quite a bit cheaper than the other two, price-wise. Let's go ahead and take them apart, see what we're dealing with. Make sure I don't have magazines in them. Oh, and this is quite a bit lighter than the Rock Island. Even though it's slightly longer slide, it's a lot lighter of a firearm. So that definitely, if you're carrying it, would mean something to you. I would take this one apart before, but it's just like any other 1911 so far. Oh, and that is catching up on something now. Oh, there we we go. Usually what that is the recoil spring plastic base thing that gets caught up. Yeah, there we go. So pull this out this way. And the barrel is not tilting, it is a locked barrel. So it is locked in place. Because I don't think it tilts. It's kind of got this hole in here, so I'll have to see if that tilts at all when it unlocks. All right, and then take a look at the inside of the frame here. So that's the Browning Black Label. Same thing here. Take this aside. Same thing. It's got that plastic thing in there. So, and this should be able to come out, and we can take that out. Just take the slide off. So there we go. Take that off. So these look identical almost. They look quite identical actually. This one just has some more wear on it because it's been used. Barrel, same kind of thing here. Very similar style, except for this has these two, kind of this elongated hole here. Compare the two. So there is obviously some differences here, you know, with the difference of calibers, but like these two holes look nearly identical. Just for kicks and giggles. No. It gets stuck most of the way up. So the frames are not interchangeable. I didn't expect them to be, but it's just nice to see that. Ejectors look the same. No, not quite. Very similar though. I think that's just mostly based off the caliber, but yeah, like I said, those frames are very, very similar. Just a slight change in machining to get them to conform the different calibers, which I mean they're both 1911 platforms, so that should be the case. All right, let's go to the Baby Rock. This one, spring is so much harder than on the other two. A little bit different. That is able to come out all the way from here. And of course I drop it like a goober. Pull this back. And that pin in there, I don't really like because it has to be just right for this to slide back. There we go. That's one nice thing about a full-length guide rod is you don't have to mess with that. All right, so this also does not tilt. It's simple blowback. And there's a difference in the barrels. Obviously, the Rock Island has a shorter barrel. And quite a bit difference in the frames, you know, other than being just a 1911. Yeah, mags are not interchangeable. Not that I expected them to be, but it's always nice to know if that is an option. So, like I said, I haven't shot this one yet. I'm hoping to take it out in the next couple of weeks. It is Christmas this next week, so probably won't happen until after Christmas that I'm able to take it out and actually fire it. Just because, you know, family stuff is going to keep me busy. But I'm going to get some oil, lube this up, put it back together, put them all back together. Hopefully, if you're looking at these, that might answer some questions. If you have any questions before I go and take it out shooting in the next few weeks, definitely go ahead and ask. I'll do my best to answer those. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing day.